Welcome, everyone! This train in India successfully completed a crash test.
Is that supposed to be on fire?
If a train's diesel engine isn't burning fuel properly, it could produce heavy black smoke, or even catch fire like this one. A freight train began to derail near Chicago, but thankfully it stopped before things got out of hand. Another derailment, this time a passenger train in Pennsylvania.
Hey.
For a moment, everything looked perfectly under control, but then... If the wheels of a train don't have enough friction with the rails, they can begin to spin without moving the train, which is referred to as a wheel slip.
Oh, about right there.
Yes, the truck took some damage, but it's far better than a full-on collision with the incoming train.
The bell is gonna keep ringing until that gate goes up. Some of the trim of the truck.
The train was reversing, but unfortunately the slippery tracks caused the wheels to lose traction and start slipping. Not only did this train in Minnesota derail, but it also struck another train on an adjoining track, leading to a chaotic scene. Sometimes in very cold weather, you can see bright sparks coming from the pantograph, the arm on top of the train that collects electricity from the wires above it. The train went into full throttle, but there wasn't enough traction on the rails, causing the wheels to slip and throw sparks everywhere. Even though CSX Transportation is one of the largest freight rail companies in the US, that doesn't mean its trains are immune to derailment.
got a big area blocked off.
A train derailed, causing highly corrosive hydrochloric acid to leak from the tank cars.
Nobody was missing, huh?
A train in Mexico derailed in a very extreme way. This gate has a malfunction that makes it sound like it's laughing at us. In Mexico, a short circuit caused a fire along the tracks of an electric train line. This train derailed and caused some serious damages. Thankfully, the cars were empty. Luckily, the emergency brakes were triggered as one of the cars began to derail, which helped prevent further damage. It appears that a broken rail on the tracks caused the train to derail. Some believe that one of the cars lost its wheel assembly, causing the train to start bouncing and eventually derail. Not only did the locomotive's wheels slip, but the turbo also blew, throwing a shower of sparks. Considering how many cars the train was pulling, this derailment could have turned out much worse. Hanging out from the doors of a moving train like this is extremely dangerous and should never be repeated. If it weren't for the train crew stopping it quickly, this train could have easily fallen off the bridge. If you want to show that you like taking risks, this is one of the worst ways to do it.
The level of stupidity.
A locomotive caught fire, likely due to a mechanical failure like a fuel leak or overheating. Steam locomotives can be exciting to watch, especially when their wheels slip like this, sending a lot of smoke into the air. A man was in the right place at the right time to witness a train derailment he'll likely never forget. If these tracks are still in use, the next train's in for a rough time. Given how narrow this tunnel is, it's a miracle the train made it through it all. A train in Pakistan was forced to stop after its engine caught fire, prompting nearby residents to push the locomotive away from the passenger coaches to prevent the fire from spreading. This footage may be compelling, but standing this close to a derailing train is extremely dangerous and should always be avoided. This train's dynamic brakes blew up, most likely from overheating during heavy use.
Bro!
How this car got so far onto the railroad tracks without anyone stopping it will always be a mystery.
Railroad tracks!
Tires come off.
That's a car on the railroad track, bro!
And the tire just come off.
I wouldn't want to stay there too long, but...
His tire just come off.
A remarkably rare instance where a derailed tank car was dragged for over a mile, somehow staying upright the whole time. It's clear that this train, especially its pantograph, needs maintenance. There are many reasons why you should never jump onto train tracks like this. The most obvious is that a train can arrive much faster than you expect. It looks like one of the bolts broke off, causing the rail to jump up and down. A train in Ukraine caught fire after an electrical fault in the overhead power system. This train was having a smooth ride until it suddenly encountered a washout, an area of the track that had been eroded by water. Looks like someone thinks owning a Cybertruck means they could park anywhere.
The streetcar can't move. Oh my god. No. They gathered around the Cybertruck.
I think you parked close enough.
This gate appears to be approaching its final days.
ट्रेन आ चुकी है प्लेटफॉर्म से सारी पब्लिक उतर के
Due to overcrowding and the need to save time, some residents in India cross railway tracks to board trains, which is extremely dangerous and should never be done.
सब चढ़ा है देखो कोई उतर रहा है कोई चढ़ा है फंस गया देखो चमगादड़ लटका हुआ है
The train looked like it was about to devour the car if it didn't get out of the way.
Only in Memphis.
The crew of this train intentionally disconnected the cars from the locomotive to reposition them, creating the illusion that the cars ran away and the locomotive's chasing them down. This is the expected consequence of parking right next to the train tracks. Just a wagon full of scraps that decided to slide down on its own and smack into the car ahead. A train car needed to be flipped over to be recycled, and the excavator got the job done. As a result of overcrowding, many citizens in Bangladesh end up riding on top of trains, which is an extremely dangerous practice and should never be attempted. A locomotive in California lost traction, causing all 8 of its wheels to slip, creating an unforgettably dangerous scene. Snow and ice can make operating a train more difficult by reducing traction, which can explain why this one derailed. You should never stand on active train tracks, or you might have a very close encounter like this person. When train tracks are this close together, even small errors can cause collisions. It seems like whoever parked the excavator didn't realize it was on the track the switch was set to. This market in Thailand's built right on the train tracks, so the vendors have to move and reset their stalls several times a day. A minor low-speed derailment in Utah caused by a failure in the track switch.
Hey, folks, I can't make this I can't make this.
Another case of someone driving their car onto train tracks for no clear reason.
What the Why would he do that? We stuck like a mother. Oh my God.
If you look closely, you'll notice that the pickup truck's already damaged. That's because another train already hit it earlier. This train had a major failure and started pumping out massive black smoke. As the fire inside it got hotter and found more oxygen, it turned into visible flames. The driver of this SUV probably saw their life flash before their eyes. Due to miscommunication and excessive speed, the crew of this train didn't realize the train ahead had stopped and were unable to stop in time, leading to a collision. After decades in service, this railcar has reached the end of its usable life. That's why it's pushed into a scrapyard, where it'll be cut up and recycled.
That's all.
It looks like this gate forgot what it was supposed to do. This pantograph started shooting sparks because of the icy weather, which created a rather entertaining light show. The locomotive was shooting flames, possibly because it had more fuel than it could burn properly. Another clear reminder to always make sure your car's parked properly and out of harm's way. Somehow these two trains in Poland ended up on the same track, leading to an unexpected head-on collision. This wheel's sliding instead of rolling, likely because it's locked up during braking or possibly due to a mechanical fault. An unusual and nearly harmless derailment. Luckily, this driver was smart enough to keep a safe distance from the train tracks.